My name is Crystal Lweis, and I am the Associate Instructor of Dance and the Dance Program Director here at the Louisiana School. This is going on my 4th year. Before I came to the Louisiana School, I actually was teaching in higher ed dance programs, and I actually did not think that I wanted to teach at a high school. I really wanted my career to be just in higher ed only. When I came here, the way that this school is run is a lot like a small liberal arts college, which is what drew me to it. The faculty here are all well educated in their field. They are doing amazing things both here in their classrooms as well as outside of their classrooms. There is support for you, whatever you think you could envision, either through professional development or something that you want to get going on campus that you think would be beneficial to the students and to the school in general. There will be support for that. My first year, I was able to have some professional development where I went to the ADF, American Dance Festival Winter Intensive in New York. I love the art of teaching. I love the sharing that happens when you're teaching. I love seeing the light bulbs go off when students are getting what you're teaching to them. Characteristics of students that I see here, they have a lot of drive, stamina, especially the students that are in the dance ensemble, which is the student performing company. They rehearse 6 hours a week. Plus, they're taking technique classes on the days that they're not rehearsing, or even on the days they're rehearsing. They might have a technique class earlier in the day before the afternoon rehearsal. So really drive, stamina, focus. And that's not just even among my dance students, but I feel that's something that's really palpable here on campus, is that the students that come here are so focused and high achieving that, I mean, it's a dream. It's almost like you don't have to push them to be focused or to be high achieving or to want success. They kind of already come here with that, kind of that grit already, and so you get to just tap into that and you get to just take it further. The best aspect of my department, being in the arts, is it is wonderful to come to my office in the morning and I hear Mrs. Benner with her chorale students, and I can hear them singing, and it sounds so, it's like being serenaded as you walk into your office. And then just down the hall, I can hear students in the practice rooms either practicing piano or maybe the trombone. I can hear all these lovely sounds. So just where my office is located is nice. And then when you go to the bottom floor, you can see where the visual arts are. You can see where the students have created some fantastic drawings and paintings, and you can kind of see that on the walls. So even if you're just, going down to the bottom floor just to use the restroom, when you pass through, you get to be inspired by all the things that the students have created and seeing them on the wall. We're supportive of each other. We try to work it out where we attend each other's performances to support not just each other, but the students that are in the different arts disciplines. And then we have the AIT program, the Artist in Training, and so that's something that the students that are really gravitating towards the arts, they can get a little bit more serious and have an artist in training focus in one of the arts genres. So that's one of the things that I love about working here, in particular in the arts department, and then having supportive colleagues. I actually was born in Southeast Missouri, so that's where my family is from. And then when I was young, my immediate family migrated to Arizona. So I grew up in the Phoenix area. I went back to Missouri and finished up my undergrad, a BFA in dance at Southeast Missouri State, went on for grad school in Texas, got an MFA in dance. After my completion of my graduate degree, I traveled through visiting positions, again, trying to build that higher ed career plan. So I had adjunct positions, visiting assistant professor, 1-year temporaries, sometimes just a 1 semester, brought in as a guest artist for the semester. Because of all that moving around with the visiting positions, the bouncing around, I think for me, I was ready to put some roots down. And so when I came here, I was no longer interested in needing to be in that big urban city. Especially in the dance world, you feel like, okay, well, I gotta be in this big urban environment or this big time city where this big university is, or it's just not gonna work for me, or I'm not gonna be happy. Not at all. I got here, it just felt like it was the place I was supposed to be. The people were lovely when I came to interview. The students were great, and so for me, I think it just kind of happened organically and naturally. I just felt like this is home. I love it in Natchitoches. I love it. I love the small town feel. I'm kind of getting into that southern sort of way of life. I just recently bought a house, so I have put roots down. So yeah, I love it here.